Let's take a look at the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now, the distributive property of multiplication is really a combination of things going on. So if we take a look at the problem, 12 times 6 plus 12 times 9, you can see it's really two different multiplication problems. So we really have 12 times 6 and 12 times 9. Now we know that 12 times 6 is 72. We know 12 times 9 is 108. And then what we could do is we could add our two numbers, 72 and 108, and we would get 180 as our answer. So the final answer would be 180. Now we could also, if we wanted to, combine those. We could take our 12 times 9 and we could slide it over here. And if you notice, it's really now turned into one great big array of a 12 times 6 plus 9. So if we put 6 plus 9 together, it's really the same as 12 times 15. So if I'm looking up here, what am I really doing? I notice the 12 times here is twice, so I could rewrite it as 12 times 6 plus 9. Now, as you saw before, when we answered them separately, we knew that we had 72 here, 108 here, and then 108 plus that 72 is 180. So the answer is 180. Now, when we put them together, and we see it as 12 times 15, well, let's figure out what 12 times 15 is. 5 times 0, 2 is 10, 5 times 1 plus 1 is 6, 1 times 2 and 1 times 1. And then when we do this addition, we get 180. So one of the things that we can see, so we see that it comes out to 180. So it doesn't matter which way we do it, we're going to get the same answer. So 12 times 6, 12 times 9, plus 12 times 9, we can rewrite as 12 times 6 plus 9, and we will get the same answer. Now, in the reverse of that, if it's already put together, 18 times 7 plus 13. Well, in this picture, this box here is going to be 18 times 7. So then we would need to solve that, which would be 126. And then the next box is going to be 18 times 13. And then we might come over here on the side, do that multiplication. And we would get 234. And then, like we did before, we would then need to add our 234 and our 126 to get our final answer of 360. So this comes out to 360. Now, if you really look at this, though, aren't we really just looking at one big box? And that one big box is 18, because that doesn't change. But if we were to put these two together, that's really 18 times 20. And then 18 times 20, which is really 18 times 2, which is 36. And then I bring my 0, so 360. So I could rewrite my 18 times 7 plus 13. I could have showed it as 18 times 7 plus 18 times 13. Now, the reason we want to see this is now, when we look at this in different ways, we can figure out, well, what's the best way or most convenient or efficient way to solve this? Well, I don't want to do these two separately. That was a lot of work. What I would do is I would stay here, and I would combine my 18 times 7 plus 13 and turn it into 18 times 20, because that would be quicker. If you take a look at my next video about the properties of multiplication, you can see how not just knowing them, but how to apply them is useful.